Hello everyone, how's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's play some FUMES, shall we? This game was generously donated to the channel and recommended by friend Alex, and I was trying it out on Steam Deck a little bit, and it is hilarious. Oh my goodness, too late to run. It's like a kind of mix between Twisted Metal and Mad Max, but instead of where in Twisted Metal you have a defined playfield, this may go on forever. Now, what I like about this game, I mean, there's many things to like. Let me change the settings really quickly. So, I have to invert these. There you go. What I like about this game is that you can just hold down the fire button. Like, there doesn't appear to be any ammunition or any overheating. So you just don't have to worry about that. You can just constantly fire. There's also, from what I can tell, unlimited fuel. So it's very arcadey in that sense, where you're just going around and, well, you could see just shooting bad guys. And at first you're like, okay, well, yeah, I get it, but what am I doing? What you're doing is getting to upgrade your vehicle. There we go. All the time. Now, we start out with, I'm boosting a really, really good car that has a secondary weapon as well. You saw I just blew these people up with like kind of a grenade launcher, rocket launcher or something, and they don't like that. And then we get visited by, you know, a buggy that has saw blades on it, and let's just kind of figure out, there we go. My ride ends now. No, it doesn't. My ride never ends. It's like a little mini boss kind of. Uh-oh. I hit this. So sometimes there is actually just a piece of debris. That is unfortunate. Let's get out of here. I don't want to run into stuff. I'm going to get out of this area. I like driving free. Yeah. Because most of the time when you run into stuff, you just blow it up. Are they coming for me? So as you can see, the game has this kind of like PlayStation 1, you know, polygonal vibe, low texture or low res texture, but it runs really, really great. It plays great on Steam Deck too. And another thing I really like about it, so it's an arcade vibe. I'm just driving this car around. It starts to turn into like sort of an ARPG loot collector after we get past this introduction, which is awesome. And even if you're terrible at this, like I'm awful, you can still do well. He burned to death. I guess that was us, flipping off of that, okay. So you think you're pretty hot, you know? The scrapper says, "What was that? Are you mad? They're enraged. Don't you realize what's coming?" No, I'm just the king of the road. What could be coming? It is Bavarius. And that is Bavarius, this giant truck of death. And this is what happens when you mess with the baddies. Things escalate until they're out of control. So, you know, hey, there's something wrong with your ride. You left a huge oil slick before all of this started. So basically, even if you're, you know, doing reasonable on this, your car will just stop driving because it's been damaged. To the best of my knowledge, that is not something you defeat. You intentionally lose right there. But maybe you can beat it. We've lost. And our soul, I suppose, turned into a purple swirly, smoky concoction. Some fumes, as it were. Rides out. Bam. Crimson. And here we are, in a new car, and we get to keep riding, except look at our car. Oh, you're still you, just as the passenger. We've collected some of your lost scrap. We are the passenger. Let's meet and bring some shine to that rust. Follow the yellow compass marker to find us. So you see we're in almost like a little toy car. And we only have one gun. And on the top of the screen we have our compass. And we're going to look for the screwdriver and the wrench and just aim up with that. So now we get into the game proper, which is like this kind of sandbox where, well, just big playground. And there's objectives that you can go to, factions that you can align with. And as near as I can tell, I've only played for, 45 minutes or so. You actually don't encounter enemies on this map. You get to choose when you encounter enemies. Because you'll see a red smoke and you kind of engage them. So there's the truck over there. And there's no other things for us to interact with except the scrapper. So what we do is we get behind them, and then you honk your horn twice, and then they stop. And then kind of like Spy Hunter, we just drive up the back. All right. Now this is where, if you're interested in this game, this is what piqued my interest, because at first I was like, okay, that's kind of fun, like, arcade style car combat. I can get into that. But I was like, well, I don't know how long that's going to hold my attention. Oh, then this happens. So we can upgrade our, we could change overall and like build just a new car from scratch. We can upgrade our body, but we don't have a new body. We have this cub. However, we can actually upgrade this. So I don't know if this is all randomized and different, but if you find the same part, you can upgrade it. And so you'll see like, okay, I have a C cub body, and then if I upgrade it by merging the two C cub bodies, it'll go into the B cub body, and my stats will improve, my durability, my acceleration, and my top speed. Now, if you look overall at them, they're god-awful in terms of the contributions from this, but it's still better than what we had. So we're definitely going to upgrade it from C to B. I'm going to change our license plate. There you go. Uh-oh. Okay. And looks like we have a new suspension as well. The Cub stock suspension. So we can upgrade this. I think this is just automatic, like that they just show you that you can upgrade stuff. So this is good. Now, you do have a choice between the automat, the classic machine gun, or the kind of shotgun. And there's good reason to use both. but I'm going to go with the automat for now. The automat has a little bit more range. You could see all the stats: damage, range, accuracy, velocity, and you can only have one currently. We can also install a cargo rack, and I will. And then this just holds one little piece of cargo. Actually, no, it can hold two. We can get two. Okay, great. So you can put these boxes on your car, and we need to, if we choose to do this, we're going to be running like delivery to the different factions and giving them this cargo to, build up our relationship, I think. I haven't really gotten that far with this. I didn't even understand how to do the cargo at first until I asked Alex about it, and now I get it. So then the only part we have are roof lamps. And you could change your skin, which is sweet. You unlock these. So we could be Goose, which is a hilarious looking skin. And then, this is our progress, I think, on a boss. And here's the delivery page. So these are anomaly stations, and we can deliver cargo there to advance our research. And they do not damage us, they damage other cars. So we can go into the Masher, the Twister, or the Ripper, which we'll see those icons, and then deliver cargo to, do research. So that's sweet. And let's go to the Masher, because you only need 15. Although their status is hostile, which is not great. So now they drop us off. Now that you're geared up, go and bring us more. There's no limit to the mayhem you can cause. Ride true, passenger. We will. So this game is hilarious and also mysterious, and just has a great vibe to it. So, complete activities to unlock boss fights. So you see the red damage, or explosions on the compass. Those are the fights. And you could certainly get into those. Ah, darn. I will. I was hoping to just go right to a delivery, but there might not be one nearby. So it looks like I'm going to have to fight, and I think this cargo is probably going to get damaged and or destroyed, and I'll have to get some more, but that's okay. Oof, my car does not handle great. I have way better tires. Oh, there's a delivery right there. Okay. So it's not the Masher, but it's somebody. Before I get into a fight, I'd like to deliver this. So like I said, you do have a limit to how much boost you can have. It's the purple bar on the bottom left. But... Oh, there's the Masher. Great. You're not going to fight anything, at least in the beginning of the game, until you start to fight. So you can just kind of really deliberately run some salvage runs if you want. At least that's what I think. We'll find out if I'm horribly mistaken. Alright. We're going. Oh god. Now my car is out of control. I don't think it can tip. I'm not sure. Alright, so this red light is what we want. This kind of fragment death tree here. So we're just going to pull in and hold left to deliver it. And then we gave him 2. So now the cargo has been delivered. And we're done with that, and we can go fight something. So let's go over here and just get in the fight. Now, I guess if you really wanted, what you could do is go back to the scrapper and just get more packages. But I like getting in altercations. Oh boy. Getting a little bouncy here. Okay, great. So you go in. Bogey says, "You are scrap." No, I'm not. I'm a car that's made of scrap. Yeah. Alright, let's just shoot these guys. So you do have health, of course, but as near as I could tell, it seems to refill whenever you go to the scrapper or whenever you get to a new wave or start a fight. So the guys in the beginning, like those first two guys, stink, and more bogeys ahead. All right. Sometimes, even though it's terrible in these games to do this, I will just stop because it's easier to aim. And we can hit them from long range with this. You see how my car has been filled up? I don't know if it just happens at the end of every wave or if there's a set amount that it can fill back up. Okay, that was uncomfortable. Okay, we almost got killed. We did get killed. So unfortunately, that's what happens if you stop, is if the saw blade guy hits you, then things go badly. So on that third wave, we're going to want to keep moving so we don't get hit by that guy. And then now, interestingly, we're in another car. Looks like we have some cargo on the front. And here's the scrapper. Now, I haven't died very often, so let me see what happens. I can't recall exactly when you die. Did we get any of the rewards? Let's find out. So we still have... So it looks like you keep... Like, we still have this cub body. And... Okay, good. We did get some upgrades. So we got a new automat. And we can install the best one we have. And we can also upgrade it. So... You know, this is a nice merge of two Bs to a 63.85 damage. We can also, though, you know, upgrade this. It does do more damage. It's just better for close range. But we're going to go ahead and get the automat back on. And then anything else we want? We have to clean. Let's go to this one. And... Yep, it remembers that we delivered 2 boxes to the masher. So like I said, I don't have too much experience dying to like understand all of the mechanics of what happens. But let's go ahead and... Oh, we have a better cargo rack. So we will install the best one and we will upgrade it. And so what this means is like, it just gives you more of an ability, I think, to drive insanely without dropping your cargo. But it looks like I can't add any more cargo? Huh. Oh, there's none stored. Okay, so I can't get any more. Gotcha. All right, let's deliver this. Mayhem walks with you, passenger. See you soon. Yeah. So this is kind of like... So far, the play loop that I've seen is like I go out and I get in a fight, and usually I win, and you get a bunch of loot at the end of it. And then what you do is you come back, find a scrapper, go back inside, upgrade your car, and you start making choices about like what kind of tires and weapon you want. So, for example, I actually do like the shotgun later when I get it better, and then when I have some better stuff, like I have more durable tires, either monster tires or like tank treads. Now don't go near that tornado, that's not going to be good. I do want to fight, but I don't want to get pulled into that. Let's go ahead and let's deliver this. I'm just going to take this to whomever so that I can get the credit for it. Oh, wait, there's Masher. There we go, I see it. Look at that beautiful moon. It's just like I remember. There's also a fight over here, which is cool. So I'm going to pull wide of the smoke. All right. There we go. They're still hostile, but they appreciate that I've given them some stuff. Oh, okay, so they gave me a better cargo rack and a sticker as a reward for delivering that. So there's even short-term rewards. I thought it was like you just had to deliver all that stuff before you even got anything, but nope, there's some. Now that over there, as far as I recall, like it has these hanging storage bins that you can try to steal from, but it sends bad guys your way if you mess with it. But I don't want to give up. I want to be victorious. Alright, so I'm going to keep driving. My strategy of stopping only works if you have a really powerful gun and more durability, and then you don't get hit directly by the saw blades. Because that just does just a little bit too much damage. A little toasty. Alright, so yeah, see, it looks like most of my car there has healed. Okay, so there's not a saw blades guy this time. There's just this, like, dump truck. There it is. So, if you defeat all the waves, all 3 waves, then you get to the loot screen. And so we're getting, a B rank shell gun and, an A rank suspension, cub routed suspension, a B machine gun, a B suspension, a new skin, and sometimes you'll get a sticker. And now what you can do is just locate the scrapper. You see we're fully healed, and we can now, kind of customize. The scrapper is actually pretty close. Yeah, there it is. You could tell it to stop from pretty far away. And it will wait for you for a little bit. All right, so let's go ahead and suspension. So now, like, this suspension right here is just, the rotted suspension is just way better. Like, I can install the best, and then I can upgrade this, sure. But even then, if I go to the rotted over the stock suspension, this is just so much better. So now we have, way better grip, acceleration, top speed, fantastic. We will install the best automat, and we will upgrade it. Excellent. And then we can upgrade this as well. So where's this at? 74, 66. I'll actually do the shotgun, and then we could change the skin to this, like, stripes. And you see how by getting in one fight and winning, we're progress towards the boss. So one more fight would get us to be in a boss situation. And here's where we are with our deliveries. So let's go back to the slots and go over to the cargo. And let's go ahead and upgrade this so we have cargo capacity 2. And we're going to... they don't have any stored cargo. So I think we're going to have to get into more fights to get cargo. You can't just... Looks like you can't just unlimitedly, pick up cargo and deliver it to get your research. Awesome. So that is bring us scrap and leave dust. We'll stay in touch. Indeed. That is the play loop for Fumes, at least in the early game, and it's just so much fun. It's like an arcade, awesome, like old school card game, and I'd love to know what you think of it. Thank you, Alex, for recommending this and for donating it to the channel. I'm terrible, obviously, at this game, but I still enjoy it. Like, I don't get... and the low-level fights are pretty easy, so even if you're bad, you can thrive and just keep upgrading, incrementally your vehicle, looking for better stuff. And it's just so satisfying to, just work on your car, get it upgraded. And I'm going to leave a link in the description below to the Steam page so you can check it out. Everyone, thank you so much for watching. Take care.